Good evening, everybody. What I want to know is how can I sit here for an hour and it seems like it takes forever, and then when it comes to 7 o'clock, it takes like 2 seconds. I don't understand it at all. Anyway, woke up this morning about 4 o'clock and I knocked all the glass fibers off of it, but we still got a long ways to go. I also knocked out my tank setup because I changed my mind. If you'll remember, or you may not remember, I had another another wall here to hold my tank at an angle. Well, I want to be able to run a big clunk tank if necessary, because that was a problem that I had with the Thunderbolts in '07. So I got the 8-ounce square Sullivan tank. So I broke that out, and I'm going to move that wall over. That's not a big deal. This seems like this particular build, I had the hole over here and repair the cap strip and change my mind here. But that's all part of the process, it's not a big deal. I wanted to show you this too. Remember what I told you about breaking this out? These 3M containers. Plus I picked up a new one today, but you can get any of these containers for mixing epoxy. They're the best. Easy cleanup. Get a paper towel. I don't want to get the goop on my hands. These are the 3M black tape containers. That's what it comes in. Pulls right out, and you're good to go for the next usage. Don't really even need to wipe it out because the epoxy was dry, but I love these things. They're the greatest. Okay, what else did I get? Oh, I'm going to set this up. See, I got another one of them containers today. Here's another one, brand new. The black tape just goes in there. Got this aluminum insulation tape. So I have pipe insulation tape as a foam padding, which will go on the side of it here and on the bottom. And then I'm going to put a piece of wood over the top of it with this insulation tape so that the fuel doesn't get hot. Let's put this back on and we'll sand out the nose a little bit. Let's see, I had a ball driver. There we go. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room. See the nice line that it leaves though? It'll even be better when I put the super fill on it and smash it down. Gotta make it look like an ink line. I left that tank in there. Oh well. Ah shoot, I better take it out so it doesn't get full of goo. Wasn't thinking. If John, if we can make some fuel tanks out of carbon, it'll get a carbon tank. But if not, I want to have options. Because on my other one, I had to use an aqua velva bottle, and I didn't much care for that. This is already set up for an 8-ounce tank, so we'll put this in here like so. Keep all the goop out of it. Perfect. Perfect. So we got our fuel tank ready to go. What's going on here? I guess that bolt is stripped out. Oh well. I'll get another one in there. Anyway, put this back on. Good evening, Greg. Had a phone call today from a gentleman in Florida asking me about polyspan. Thank you. We use a little 180. I think I'll rough sand this bottom piece while I got it upside down. There's a lot of sand. Lots of sanding going on here. Let's get a new piece on this block. Yeah, boy. How many of you guys been with me since the beginning of this airplane? We're coming up on let's see, it's 3 months old, 90 plus 30, 120 days. I see other channels getting all kind of big hits on garbage. Yes, this is all fiberglass. So all the holes that I plugged, you know, they're disappeared. You can't feel them now. That's why I'm not concerned, you know. Part of model building is knowing how to fix these little buggers. Of course, these will get super filled in here. It all looks like one piece. How much? This, I don't know. I mean, I didn't add hardly anything last night, so I think I measured it. Let me check the board here. Yeah. I think we're at 32 and a half, somewhere in there. 51 with everything. 32 on the airplane, 51 with everything. Will it be as light as Billy's? No. It'll be light though for a big old honker like this. I'm gonna try to keep it under the. I'm gonna try to keep it under the 64-ounce mark. Yeah, I'll use this here. It's a lot of airplane here, though. The big mama. Banshee 15. Let's see here. What was said? Can't read that far. I haven't been here watching regularly, just popping in from time to time. I think the P-47. Yes, it will be if it flies well. You always want to take your best flying airplane. you really can't appreciate the smooth finish of this glass. I mean, it's baby smooth. I mean, if the whole airplane was finished like this, I could paint right away. I have done finishes in straight Z-Epoxy. Matter of fact, the Thunderbolt that Tamarkuki has that I sold to Tom Morris is done in a complete Z-Epoxy finish. Not quite as light as Japanese tissue though, so we're gonna go with the Jap tissue. Just more work. I'll get some dope on the fuselage this week when I go over John's. I think he should be painting by now. Better be painting. We don't want to go another year without his airplane being done. Been thinking about the half A airplane. Hey, Mark. What resin or epoxy did I use on the glass? Well, that video is still up if you want to go back. It's the one just before this one. But the resin I used was Z-Epoxy. PT40, I believe, is this part number. Let me look here. Yes, PT40 Z-Epoxy. Zap. It's a finishing resin, means that it dries hard. It's not gummy like epoxy. What does it say there? New 60 powered RC is 55.3 minus radio gear. So it's going to be 75. But RC airplanes aren't as critical on weight as a control line stunt plane. So what I've done here is, you can't see it, but I'll explain it. Anywhere there's a shiny spot, keep sanding until the shiny spot is gone. That the shiny spot is a low spot. So we want to do that. We will sand it with this. No good. You can only do one wrap, looks like. Yep, one wrap. So cut that off. It's pretty good. Good enough. It's round. That's all that counts. Okay. Probably ought to take this towel off and sand it in my hand. Probably would be easier. I told you the cowl comes on and off at least 50 to 100 times before the airplane's finished. They take a lot of abuse. Yeah, lots easier to sand it in my hand. Now this is a rough sanding. It's 180. I'm sanding all the high spots, low spots out of it. And then I'll put it back on, and when I sand up, we'll start the 320 sanding. But it doesn't take long to finish it out with 180. You can see that it sanded right out. The way that I did it, if you pay attention, I carted all the resin off. Very thin coat of resin on this. You don't want to big, slather it on and have 100 pounds of resin. The biggest thing, Wild Bill's hobbies. Yep. Fuel proof as you can get. Yep. The trick to doing this is getting, I've only spent a few minutes and this thing's basically sanded out already. The trick to doing this is to not let it get away from you when you're putting it on. Don't have any thick spots and no wrinkles in the glass, no air bubbles. Card all the resin off you can. That helps keep it light. Now I have a problem here. But it won't be much to fix. Get the block here. These are simulated cooling door. I don't know what they do on a real airplane. They're just there. So as long as they're there on the real airplane, we'll have it here on the model. But this booger here, this right here is going to be a trip. Let it get away from me. "28 minutes in already. My, how time flies when you're having fun." Damn, went up my stick. It has a stick, paper on it. Let's use this. Part of being a good sander is knowing which tool to use. I could not teach sanding over the internet. Yes, you can use finishing resin without the glass cloth. The finishing technique for Epoxy and no dope and no silk span is to paint it on the wood, card it all off, and take a paper towel and get as much off as you can. Let it dry, then finish sand it, and then paint it. What it does, it fills the grain. I don't know what "oh yeah" is for, but I guess. Teaching teaching sanding over the internet is just about impossible. You almost got to be here and I can grab your hand and show you what I'm talking about. But I got over 50 years of sanding experience, so this is probably the best thing I do in life. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And sanding is a signature. I can tell you who sanded what. That's why at the Nationals, you guys ain't getting over on me. I know who did what. And take one look at it and see the guy's signature. Now, these will all be super filled in, just a real small bead of super fill over it, and then I'll sand that out. And that way they'll look like part of the cowl instead of added on like they do now. Yeah, it's close enough for now. We got her pretty close. Let's see. Look at it in the light. We got some shiny spots right here. So we'll knock them down. You can hear the fiberglass if you listen. Yep, got to get it all off. You don't want to carry around any of that weight. Ain't doing you no good. This cowl should be just about an ounce. We'll get the scale and weigh it. Could be a little bit more. Hopefully not much more. 1 1/4. This is a big one. I mean, it's 18 inches long. One and a quarter. Regular stunt size lawn dart cowl is about an ounce. I'll take some files to that while I'm not on camera. We could weigh this up and see what it weighs, I suppose. We're not gaining a whole lot of weight doing it this way. And don't really start adding the weight until you start adding that monster iron up front. I think my 4-blade propeller is going to be lighter than that big 15.45 volley. There's a lot of carbon in that thing. Okay, let's weigh this and see what it weighs, and I'll turn it over and sand some 320 on the thing. Probably going to get it on its wheels this weekend. John has a real nice bender. We'll bend some landing gear up over there. And I can do it here in my vise. It's just his bender's a whole lot better than what I got. Let's see what it weighs. $33.25 ounces. It's porking up. What are you going to do? 33.25. I think I'll write that down so I know where I'm at. Let's see here. Get a pen. 33.25. 33.25, and the date is 10/6. Double aught silk span, lightest you can get. 10/6/21. 33.25. I think I'm gonna be all right. I'm at 55 ounces right now. Let's see what all this hardware weighs. $33.25. Tank is ridiculously heavy, but it's got all the wire on it, or the fuel line. Tank. I might use a cast tank. I don't know. We'll see, because that'll take an ounce off of it right there. And this whopper here, I'm going to have to put it in the foam cradle to weigh it, because it won't sit on there. $18.65. And that's the drivetrain ready to go. And the wheels were 2.5. Let's see, what did I say? 2 ounces with the wire. And we got the pilot. So we'll put this on here. And the pilot, 145. And the wire, we'll add an ounce for the wire. Now we get to see how much my finish can weigh. My paint. It's porking up though, I can see that already. I'm at 56.85 ounces. Minus 64. Yeah, I'll make it. I'll make it. Of course, there'll be some mystery ounces added in there. They seem to come out of nowhere. I don't know where they come from. I'll make it. If you're going to build light airplanes and you're serious about it, you have to do exactly what I do. Keep checking. all the time. You go, where am I at? Where can I lose some weight? How much can I paint? Because if you don't, you'll be in the Al Rabe realm of 80 ounces or better. $64 is 15 thousandths. But from what I understand from Bob McDonald, the rule has changed. Starting next year, it doesn't matter what it weighs. If it weighed 100 ounces, I could fly it on 10 thousandths wires if it passes the pull test. It's got to pull 10 G's. So let's say that it's 64. Let's say it's 64 ounces. Clear. That's 640 ounces that it needs to pull. Divide that by 16. That's only 40 pounds. Wait a minute, that ain't right. 64 ounces times 100. No, that's 640. How does that work? Let me see here. Because I'm only pulling 35 to 40 pounds now. Let's see. 64 ounces times 10. 640. Divide by 16. 40 pounds. Yep, that's right, I guess. Let's say it weighs 70 ounces. 70 ounces. Divide by, oh, wait a minute, clear. 700 grams. That's 10 times 70. That's 700. Divide by 16. Divide by 16. 43 pounds. I think that's a better way to do things anyway. It's a whole lot easier to figure out than having to go through a chart. Good evening, Marcel. It's a whole lot easier. Okay, this is 320. We'll hit it with this for a few minutes, 15 minutes, and we're done for this evening. I need that ruler to sand that. $190. I priced an OS 46. Oh, 190. Yeah, well, OS 46 was the compatible motor, or you could buy one of these for 500. You know, what are you gonna do? It's all relative, I guess. My high zoot super tigers are 300. Be thankful you're not playing with Harleys like I used to. Everything was $5,000, $10,000. Buy a bolt, $100. Yeah, all in all, this is a relatively cheap hobby. I think he could be a bass fisherman and be dumping money into a boat. Or a golfer. I'll use Epoxy inside the engine compartment to seal all the wood off there. Of course, I don't have to sand that. Just try not to get it on too thick so you don't add a whole lot of weight. Some more. Now, if I take DC 540, if I were to take DC 540 and tape this off right here and take the cowl off and do it separate, spray a coat on, sand it off with 320, spray a coat. By the third coat, this would look plastic. There'd be zero inclusions, or there'd be nothing. There's the stick I was looking for right there. Oh no, I got one with a little handle on it. Where did it go? I know I got one here somewhere. Oh well, I won't find it till I need it. I don't need it. I'll end up making a new one. Put that back in there so it doesn't get dusty. So 33 ounces is where I'm at. Let the sanding begin. Try not to poke a hole in the skin again. I need some more dope on it before I go any farther on that. Get a spray coat on our wings. Done brushing on the wings. Dan, if you're watching, get out of that easy chair and into the garage and start sanding. You got a long ways to go to catch up to me. Maybe another year go by and you'll be going, well, I didn't do it. Can't even feel that line. I need to work on my canopy. That's what we'll do tomorrow night. We'll rework my canopy mold. Well, we're 5 minutes out from 1 hour. We got it pretty much sanded out. Oh, it's more than 50%. I can frame one of these up in 2 weeks. Not framing it up is not a big deal. The real work begins when the finish starts going on. So far, it's got one sand out on the and I haven't even done the fuselage yet. So one sand out on the wings. There'll be 5 or 6 sand outs before it's finished, plus the sanding out after it's got the clear on it. And normally that final sand out after the clear takes all summer. When I'm serious about doing it, I didn't go that far with my Tucker, but I did with the Monado. All right, that's going to do it for this evening. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share the videos. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm coming on. If you haven't already done so, I'm looking at my metrics, and there's a lot of people that don't have that notification bell turned on. And tomorrow night, I don't know what we'll do. Do something even though it's wrong. Any questions, you guys? We're oh so close. This weekend it'll get dope on the fuselage and Japanese tissue. Then I'll sand that. We'll put the fillets in it. Next week it should come around. It's 2 weeks away from shooting color on it. Maybe 3 weeks away from color. And most of that time is sanding. So I'd say that this airplane is 2 to 3 months away from completion. Because of all the scale detail that's going to go on it, and reverse masking, and the situation where I have to wait a week. You know, I can only paint a little bit per week. So I'd say 3 months out from finish. So this is October, November, December, January. It'll be done. This will be done for my birthday. It's my birthday present to myself. All right. Thanks for watching. Look for me again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and I'll see you then. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.